Good evening to our esteemed teachers, graduates, family, and friends. And thank you, Principal McMahon, for that wonderful introduction. So, here we are. And how lucky are we that it didn't rain and we're not stuck in that awful gymnasium that smells like pep rallies and dirty socks. I thought a lot about what I'd say to you tonight, what I'd say to the friends I've made, the teachers I'll miss, and to my parents, who I know are already crying. I like to say I'm full of words of wisdom, but all I can tell you is what I've learned and what I believe. I've learned that there are people in this world who will raise you up when you need it. And I've also learned that there are those who will knock you down. I suppose those people never had someone to raise them up. I've also learned that we get to choose which kind of person we'll be. And we stand here in our caps and gowns, each of us cloaked in the garb of success. I know that it is what lies far beneath those gowns that makes us who we truly are. I've learned that money can buy books and new cars and endless bottles of nail polish, some with glitter. But it cannot buy love or friendship or character or dignity. I've learned that good times are wonderful, but that bad times can be joyful too. You just have to know where to look and not to be afraid to see things from a different perspective. 3 years ago, my brother was very ill. For many hours, my family sat in ugly chairs in the circle waiting room. We just looked at each other and told stories about my little brother. My grandmother prayed, my parents held hands, my sister and I had Pop-Tarts and Yoo-Hoo for dinner, and she and I never fought once. That night taught me that life is easier in a group. It's easier when others stand beside you and support you. What I believe is that for one thing to begin, something else must end, and so ends our journey tonight. Our journey spent inside the walls of Shenango Valley High School. We get to choose the next part of our story. And there are wonderful experiences and challenges before us. We will make mistakes, and while they may be painful, I believe we'll learn more from what we did wrong than from what we did right. If we're courageous, we'll own our mistakes, own the experience, and own the character we build from falling down. I wish for you the courage to embrace new opportunities and the chance to take a few risks now and then. I hope you'll do something that scares you. Something like zip lining. I tried that once with Joey Maxwell. One of us screamed like a girl. I promised I wouldn't tell you that it was him. I hope for you that you'll have great loves and great friendships, and that you'll know the value of them when they come your way. I'd like to thank the teachers who believed in me and my parents for not eating their young. Especially my little brother, who is healthy and happy today and probably kicking the chair in front of him. I'd like to thank my best friends. To Clara, who sees the world as a beautiful place, who knows that it is only after a soaking rain that a beautiful rainbow appears. She once told me that the first step in changing the world is believing that you can. To Yvonne, who is so beautiful. I wanted to hate her, but so sweet and kind. I couldn't help but love her. She is stronger than she thinks. To Mona, who could teach a class in sarcasm, but has a wonderful heart. She tried so hard to hide her goodness, but I see it. You can't hide anything from a best friend. The world awaits us, my friends. What you do with that opportunity is up to you. I wish you good luck, sunny days, rainbows, and comfortable shoes. Thank you.
He looks like Stabile. No, he looks like Stabile.
Oh, and him. Your dating record was amazing. You know what else I find amazing?
That Ruthie is late?
No, Ruthie's always late.
Well, do tell. We're dying to know the source of your amazement.
Nice attitude, Prissy Pants.
Oh, stop it, Mona. Just tell us.
I'm amazed that your hair actually fits that little picture right there.
That is rude. It was the 80s. We all looked like that.
Not Clara. She looked like Stevie Nicks.
Oh, yes. So I was cool, but cool wasn't entirely cool yet.
Yeah. Oh, look at us. We look like dorks. And what Sam hell are we wearing? Oh, look. Yvonne, most likely to succeed.
By destroying the ozone layer with Aquanet.
By marrying the governor and raising money for underprivileged children. Thank you very much.
And Clara, most likely to save the world.
By becoming a vegan and activist.
Ruthie, class diplomat who earned her ranks by putting up with the likes of us. Oh, and valedictorian, despite the fact that she still cannot tell time. Oh, look, and there's me, the resident smartass.
It says class clown, Mona.
It's the same thing. God, 30 years. Could it really be that long?
Class of 1986.
Oh, you're such a cliche. 3 old chicks clinging to our youth, sitting here drinking wine together.
We're not old.
We're middle-aged.
What's middle-aged anyway?
I think it's a purgatory. In between infancy and that moment when you bend over to pull up your socks and realize your boobies are swinging like a couple of wrecking balls.
That's terrible, Mona. You're such a cynic. When did you become such a cynic?
Well, sometime between the age of Aquanet and tonight.
Well, I don't wear bras. I find them encumbering, and many of them are made in foreign countries by children who are paid pennies a day.
Props for the opportunistic segue, Toots. Never miss a chance to hop aboard your soapbox.
Well, God bless you. You haven't lived until you stood next to your husband, the governor, on a 100-degree day, in a black dress, a demure black sweater, and this bra with underwire so tight you feel like your nipples are going to pop out of your eye sockets.
Oh, that is a nice visual, Toots.
Well, this is nice, isn't it? 3 old friends sharing their lives together. I wish Ruthie was here. She was always the best at making a dire situation bearable.
Things are dire. Are things dire for you too, Princess?
I need more wine.
Me too.
Clara. So, how is your life, Princess?
My life is perfect. Tomas is doing wonderful things for the community, and I'm head of his staff. We just remodeled the east wing of the governor's mansion, and the new furniture is simply divine.
Nice. And where is the governor?
Oh, he's very busy.
So busy he couldn't take time for something important to his wife?
Yes, that busy.
I think you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Well, you sound wistful.
I'm not wistful. It's just that we deal in a lot of confidentiality, and Tomas is not free to travel and indulge in such whimsy.
Whimsy?
Shut up. How's your life?
Well, it's perfectly just like my life. And how about you, Mother Teresa? How's life at the cabin in the woods?
I am at peace with life's obstacles.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means that I have peace even though life gets complicated.
Life is always complicated.
What about Roger? I thought he would be your date tonight.
No date. And Roger is a story for another box of wine. Ugh. And speaking of which, this shit is a tragedy. Shame, since it probably costs more than the First Lady's shoes. We are in dire need of a solution to our libation predicament. Oh, looky here. Looks like I brought a date after all.
Down here.
Oh, says who?
Good point.
None for me.
Well, that is horseshit.
Meaning?
Oh, come on, prissy pants. You think I can't hear the ice clinking around in your breakfast when we talk on Sunday mornings?
Shut up. And pour.
Be careful, it's truth serum. What about confidentiality?
Screw confidentiality. I'll take my chances.
Thought you might. Mother tea?
Yeah, me too.
By the way, stop calling me Christmas.
Well, stop acting like it. It must be exhausting.
It is.
So, what's it really like being the governor's wife?
Shitball.
Oh, you poor thing. Getting claustrophobic in the mansion, are we?
You're an asshole.
Yeah, already established here.
Well, truth be told, so is the governor. He barely speaks to me. We got new furniture the other week. Goodwill came and took the old. And he turned around and looked at me when they left as if he was disappointed they didn't take me with them.
Oh, God, Mommy, I didn't know it was so bad.
Well, you didn't ask. You were too busy saving the world.
That's not fair. Someone had to.
What for? Is there anything worth saving?
Of course there is. Life is a gift. Besides, it's not about how you fall. It's about the grace and dignity with which you rise.
Oh, shut up, Maya Angelou.
You are such a jerk, Mona. Why did you become such a jerk? Oh, come on. What is really going on?
No. What is going on? Wanted to ask for a while, but as you keep pointing out, I'm a bit of a selfish heathen, and I've really had my hands full lately with Albert.
Oh, how is your brother?
Utterly and indisputably useless.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Suppose it balances things out. I mean, you're out there trying to save the world, and Albert's making it a worse place simply by being in it.
Well, what about your sister? Isn't she helping?
No,
Why?
because somebody finally dropped a house on her.
That's awful.
Yeah, I know. It was a nice house.
Mona, don't you ever get tired of sarcasm? Come on, Yvonne. Tell us what's really going on.
No.
All right, princess, spill it.
Can't.
What's really going on at the governor's mansion? You need to speak at a volume that humans can hear.
Francis came out of the closet.
Bells.
Oh, it's all right. My son is gay. My life is ruined.
Bullshit.
How can you say that?
Your son is a beautiful person. It takes a lot of courage to be who you truly are.
Yeah, you should know.
I do.
You still eating that vegan and shit?
Vegan, and yes, every day. Your life is not ruined, Bonnie.
Don't call me that. I'm not that girl anymore.
Bullshit.
Of course you are. We're all who we used to be.
No, really? Is that so? Because I don't feel like any part of me has survived the last 30 years. I don't even know who I am anymore.
Well, you're the governor's wife, a true humanitarian, even if you still eat meat.
I'm an imposter. I'm the exhausted mother of a gay son whose asshole father disowned both of us. He blames me. Says the reason our son is gay is because I named him Francis.
What a dick.
That is what I called him. Do you know what he did? He told our staff to ignore us. So, to show their support, he gave us a gift basket. Lovely wines, soothing teas, candles, and a home goods gift card.
That sounds sweet.
No, it's not. It's a slap in the face. All the gays shop at Home Goods.
Oh, come on. Now you're being ridiculous.
Oh, really? Well, I took that card and I went to the outdoor barbecue and burned it. Do you know how long it takes to burn a gift card?
No.
A long time. It was horrible to watch.
Not to mention what it does to the environment.
Knock it off, Elmore.
All the staff is against me, except for Rosa. Who? My housekeeper. You know what she said before I left? She said, "Don't come back here, Missy. It's no good for you. You go. Be free."
She talks like that?
Of course not. That's my drunken attempt at a Mexican accent.
She's right.
That's what Ruthie said. She's been encouraging me to leave for years.
You told Ruthie all this?
Well, yes, she's Ruthie. Oh God, what am I gonna do?
Well, you could live in your mother's basement.
I couldn't do that.
Oh, you'd be surprised at what you could do if you had to.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
I am.
What gives, Mother T?
Stop calling me that. I lost the cabin.
How? You had a publishing deal.
Wasn't what it was supposed to be.
But your book, it was wonderful.
You read it?
Of course I did. I'm your friend. It was hilarious. I saw so much of myself in it.
I read it too.
Well, it did okay for the first couple of months, and then it kind of fizzled out. I maxed out all my credit cards on marketing and travel expenses. And I went against everything I believed in when I did that.
In the house. Couldn't keep up with payments.
Oh, honey, you should have said something.
What? That I'm a middle-aged hippie scrub who lives in her mother's basement?
You could have told us the truth.
Well, that is the truth.
Oh, shit! You of all people should know better than that. Clara, you are the kindest, most compassionate, and talented woman I know. Who gives a shit where you sleep? Doesn't change who you are.
Yeah, but it changes how the world sees her.
Yeah, well, the world looks at things through shit-colored glasses. We're conditioned to value others based on all the wrong things.
No kidding. My Francis, he'll suffer.
Well, he doesn't have to. Stand by him. Be proud to be his mother.
I am. I'm just not proud to be the governor's wife. Not anymore.
Then leave.
I already did.
Seriously?
I'm not going back.
When did you decide that?
Just now.
Oh, good for you, Mama. And speaking of mamas, what's it like being that queen mother?
Oh, absolutely dreadful. And I, who could live in the middle of a yurt in some wasteland, like you used to say, can find nothing redeeming in her.
She keeps Clairol and Botox in business.
Oh, hey, that's something, right? Jeez. Where is Ruthie? I really use her insight right about now.
Yeah, I'll tell you, her emails have got me through some pretty tough times. Like some kind of literary Florence Nightingale.
She's good like that.
You know, this is what easy for Ruthie.
Those things are gonna kill you, Mona.
Yeah, not fast enough.
What are you digging at? Do you smoke too?
No. Look. Here. It's my mantra.
Oh, God, Bonnie.
What is it?
It's the quote, the one from my book.
What does it say?
You know.
Yeah. No, I really don't.
You said you read it.
I lied.
You are wicked, Mona. It was on the cover. You didn't even read the cover.
No, I did not. Come on, you read it. I want to know what Bonnie's mantra is.
We're not invisible because the world does not see us. We become invisible because we can no longer see ourselves.
Jeez, that's pretty good.
It's true.
It is. I'm gone. Vanished. Disappeared.
Well, that's not true. It's never too late to find find yourself, to find meaning in life. Those are the things that fill your soul. Yeah, we're nearly 50 and it's time to think about our legacy, but maybe it's time to enjoy every moment because life is beautiful.
Huh. And that's a beautiful sentiment, Dr. Phil.
Stop it, Mona. Just stop it. I am not Maya Angelou or Al Gore or Dr. Phil. I am Clara. Fucking Clara. Now get it right.
Okay. Fucking Clara. Sit down. Make it a scene.
Well, I can't drink this battery acid anymore. Can we please go get some more wine?
I'll get it.
She means well. Just a whole lot of pain underneath that sarcasm.
I know. Believe me. I know.
Your Francis, he'll be okay. He'll find his way.
That's what Rosa said.
She's right, and she sounds lovely.
She's my only friend. I'm 48 years old, and my only friend is a housekeeper who speaks broken English.
That's not true. You have us.
I don't deserve you. I basically left you behind in favor of misguided glory.
Oh, it is. You are the biggest humanitarian I know. And you shouldn't sell yourself short. What about all those underprivileged children?
Yeah. I am not that person. You are so compassionate. You know, you living in your mother's basement does not change all those wonderful things that you've done. You didn't leave them in some cabin in the woods. When you left, you took those virtues.
Thank you. Thank you. You're virtuous too, honey. You just can't see clearly right now.
Yeah, I'm virtuous, all right. I virtually sold myself to the devil.
Oh, you have not.
Well, I married him.
Hi, Mona. You look strangely sober. What happened out there?
I ran into somebody at the bar.
Oh, hi.
Louie Louie.
Louisa Dushar. How is Louisa doing?
She's a nurse.
Oh, that's wonderful.
She's a hospice nurse. She took care of Ruthie.
Ruthie was sick.
Not anymore. She died 3 weeks ago.
Ruthie's dead?
Yeah. No wonder she's late.
What the hell is wrong? What are you hiding underneath all that sarcasm?
I'm not hiding anything.
Oh, horseshit, you would say. You are our own little Rubik's Cube, and only Ruthie could solve the puzzle. Well, now you only have us. I've seen the goodness in you, and no matter how much of an asshole you are, I see it. What kind of horrible pain are you hiding underneath all that bitchiness?
Oh, there you go again, Doc.
Okay, spill it, as you would say.
Okay. Okay. I'm terrified, okay? That's the ugly truth. Are you happy now? I'm almost 50, and the best years of my life are probably behind me. And they mainly sucked. Nobody has ever really loved me except Ruthie and the two of you, and I cannot for the life of me imagine why. Just once, I wish I didn't have to be the strong one. I wish I could reach for someone who lets me say I'm scared, and I need you. Someone who lets me lean on them, just for a little while. It's all I want. I don't want to die alone.
Oh, honey.
I don't want to die alone.
We're not going to let that happen.
Don't let me die alone. Please, no.
What happened to Roger?
Ugh. He said he didn't want to have any children.
Seriously? But you don't have any children, and that store down there is pretty much closed up, isn't it?
He was talking about Albert.
Sorry, honey.
Ruthie is dead.
No, honey. No, baby.
Why didn't she tell us? Why didn't she tell us that she was sick?
I don't know. She was private like that. And, she wanted to do it on her own terms, or she didn't want to hurt us. Maybe she didn't want us to be sad.
Oh, that's our Ruthie. Always putting someone else first.
Life isn't what we thought it would be, is it?
No, it is not.
Maybe it's like the B-side. Maybe that's what this is.
What's that?
You know, on a 45 record, the hit song was always on the A-side. But occasionally, if you were brave enough to flip it over, there was something great on the other side, the B-side. Maybe that's what this is.
Maybe. But what do we do now? I don't know. You know, it's too bad you lost that cabin in the woods. I mean, that would be a great place for us to go hang out for a while. There's some place we could go and find ourselves again.
It's still for sale.
We could become squatters.
That's an idea.
I'd buy it.
Pardon me?
I've amassed a small fortune.
Seriously?
Sure. I've been clipping coupons for years. You'd be surprised how much you can stash away for a rainy day. 60 cents at a time.
Well, what about Tomas?
Screw Tomas. He won't even notice I'm gone.
What about Albert?
Well, bring him. He can live in the barn with the goats.
You have goats.
We'll get some.
We could do this?
We could. I could write anywhere.
I'm rich. Extreme couponing.
And I'm a free agent. Got fired last week.
Seriously.
I call my boss a douche nozzle. Not really. He is.
So we're doing this?
I guess we are.
To the B-side.
To the B-side.
To Ruthie. To Ruthie.
To our dear, sweet Ruthie.
Bonnie?
I think I'm about to vomit in my designer bag.
Oh, God. Let's get out of here.
Oh, hold on, princess.
I love you, smart ass.
Oh, I love you guys.